You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. A man wanted on drug charges was captured last month by Hazleton police. Narcotics detectives issued an arrest warrant for 21-year-old Wilmer Cortoriel Ortega following a drug investigation. Officers pulled over a vehicle with expired registration back on December 23rd. The passenger was identified as Ortega, and he was taken into custody. He was charged with delivery of a controlled substance, possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, and conspiracy. He was arraigned with bail set at $125,000 straight cash. Police in Schuylkill County are looking for a suspect involved in a Shenandoah robbery. State police say that someone broke into the A to Z Food Mart on North Main Street between 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. back on January 1st. The suspect allegedly entered the store through the roof, stole money and other items, then left out the back door. Anyone with information on the burglary is being asked to contact state police in Frackville at 570-874-5300. One woman died during an accident along State Route 437 in Fairview Township. The crash happened around 3 Sunday afternoon near the intersection of Kirby Avenue and Route 437. The Luzerne County coroner said that the woman, whose name has not been released, was a passenger in the vehicle. 2 other people were also taken to an area hospital for treatment following that Sunday afternoon accident. Speaker of the House Brian Cutler ordered a special election to fill the vacant seat in the 116th Legislative District. The seat was vacated when State Representative Tara Toohill was sworn in to serve as Luzerne County Judge. Candidates for the office will be selected by a process designed by their respective political parties. The special election is scheduled to be held on Tuesday, April 5th. 2 area universities have delayed the start of the spring semester due to an increase in COVID-19 cases. Wilkes University will begin online learning on January 18th and plans to return to in-person classes by January 31st. Students can return to residence halls on January 16th, but will have to be tested once they arrive on campus. Meanwhile, King's College will also be delaying their return to campus. Classes are scheduled to begin on January 24th, but students will be required to test negative for COVID-19 in order to return to the classroom. A fatal fire claimed the lives of 17 people in New York City on Sunday. A malfunctioning space heater was to blame for the fire that started in an apartment of a 19-story apartment building in the Bronx. Of the 19, 9 children were killed in the 5-alarm fire. 63 other people also had to be treated for severe smoke inhalation, and 32 were sent to hospitals with life-threatening conditions. Fire officials say that the door of the unit where the fire started was left open, allowing smoke and fire to spread throughout the building. Nearly 200 firefighters responded to the building on East 181st Street, and many of them ran out of air trying to save as many people as possible. A recent report showed how COVID-19 relief funding was distributed in Schuylkill County. The county received nearly $3 million through the Consolidated Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act last year. $1.6 million was distributed to hospitality businesses through the Covet Hospitality Recovery Program. Over 20 other businesses received around $253,000 in loans through the Community Development Block Grant Funding Program. $1.1 million was also distributed to nonprofits and municipalities under CARES funding. There's just 5 days left for Pennsylvanians to get health insurance through the state's insurance marketplace. Penndot provides residents with information on how to choose a health care plan that fits their budget best. Many are eligible for low-cost and reduced premiums. The American Rescue Plan also increased financial assistance to people who weren't previously eligible. Customers with existing coverage can also shop around for a plan that would better suit their needs. The deadline to apply for health insurance through Penny is Saturday, January 15th. For more information or to enroll, visit penny.com or call 844-844-8040. The Pennsylvania Farm Show kicked off its 106th year showcasing their annual butter sculpture. Wyln's Mackenzie Ocker has the story.
Pennsylvania Farm Show has revealed its 31st butter sculpture and theme for this year. This year's theme is Harvesting More, which the half-ton of butter sculpture represents.
The butter sculpture is a creative way to showcase the dairy industry, and it also provides an opportunity for us to tell our story about the essential role dairy plays in nourishing our communities.
Sponsored by the American Dairy Association Northeast, the sculpture honors and recognizes Pennsylvania's 5,400 dairy farmers and shows that there is strength in diversity and unity.
Over the past 2 years, it has been a privilege to meet people in agriculture who embody what it means to harvest more. The faces of Pennsylvania agriculture are diverse. They're first generation and 10th generation. They're male and female, they're Amish, they're English, they're urban, they're rural. They're dairy producers, they're urban gardeners, they're folks who are working the food banks through the last 2 years, they're innovators and mechanics, and so much more.
Agriculture is an important staple and can be seen throughout the Commonwealth, whether it's seen on rural acres or in vacant city lots. Both are crucial when it comes to providing food for all Pennsylvanians.
Throughout the pandemic, we've all realized that despite the time apart, we are stronger and more resilient through our joint efforts. Together, we are harvesting more to provide for Pennsylvanians, even in times of uncertainty and need.
The butter is currently on display in the farm show's main hall and will be moved to the Renford Farm in Junita County to be converted to renewable energy in the farm's methane digester.
So I'll end where I began, with a simple thank you to everyone who ensures that food reaches our tables. We thank you for that. And we thank the farmers of Pennsylvania for what you do all day.
The PA Farm Show is taking place now through January 15th, so there's still enough time to see the butter sculpture and other events taking place. Reporting for Wyln News, I'm Mackenzie Ocker.
Thanks, Mackenzie. More than $8.2 million will be distributed to fund the Pennsylvania Home Investment Partnerships Program. HOME is a federally funded program that provides municipalities with grant and loan assistance to expand and preserve the supply of decent and affordable housing for low and very low income Pennsylvanians. The funding will support affordable housing in 15 counties across the state. As for our viewing area, Columbia County will get $750,000 for existing owner-occupied housing in partnership with the Columbia County Redevelopment Authority, while $300,000 will be awarded to the City of Nanticoke for homebuyer assistance in Luzerne County. Beloved actor-comedian Bob Saget was found unresponsive by authorities in Florida on Sunday. Saget was in Orlando, Florida as part of his I Don't Do Negative comedy tour and was pronounced dead in his hotel room, where detectives found, quote, no signs of foul play or drug use in his case. The longtime wisecracking host of America's Funniest Home Videos was also known for playing squeaky clean single dad Danny Tanner, a widower and father to 3 young girls, on the ABC sitcom Full House that debuted in 1987. His stand-up comedy showed his flip side with what became a much-talked-about cameo in the 2005 documentary The Aristocrats, where 100 comics riffed on the world's dirtiest joke, revealing his notoriously filthy sense of humor. Bob Saget was 65 years old. Coming up on Wyln News, the Yankees organization promotes a female manager, plus details on all the boys Cougar Spartans action tomorrow night. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Alexander Vinoho. I'm 12 years old, and this is your Wyln forecast for the week.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Have you ever experienced that super pushy salesperson who follows you all around? Not here.
Or wandered around that big box store looking for help in the appliance department only to find the pink guy? Not here.
And we have an experienced, courteous sales staff here to help you find the perfect mattress, piece of furniture, or appliance with no pressure.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman on WYLN TV 35. Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 4, Sundays at 9.
School meal programs nationwide are getting an estimated $750 million more this year. The move's being made to make sure federal reimbursements keep pace with food and operational costs, while ensuring children continue to receive healthy and nutritious meals at school. School lunch reimbursement rates usually don't increase during a school year, but due to the pandemic, the USDA allowed schools to benefit from the highest rates available, normally reserved for their summer food service program. Schools receiving these reimbursement rates can stretch their operating budgets further during these tough times, while giving families fewer meal expenses to worry about each school day. Visit fns.usda.gov to learn more. The New York Yankees are promoting the first woman to manage an MLB-affiliated team. 34-year-old Rachel Balkovec will manage the low-A Tampa Tarpons. She joined the Yankees organization as a hitting coach back in 2019, where she was also the first woman with that full-time job in affiliated baseball. Plus, her first pro ball position came in 2012 as a minor league strength and conditioning coach with the St. Louis Cardinals. The former collegiate softball catcher made her way to the Houston Astros in 2016 and was hired as the Latin American strength and conditioning coordinator, and later became the strength and conditioning coach at AA Corpus Christi. After pursuing her master's, she then worked for Driveline Baseball before being hired by New York. Our WYLN sports crew is already gearing up for its next 2022 high school basketball game. We kick off with some live Cougar Spartans action tomorrow, January 11th, when the ball is in Wyoming Valley West court for the boys matchup against Hazleton. Get your favorite fill of Marty Burns, Joe DeMelfi, and our WYLN sports crew, bringing you the event, not just the highlights. No plans tomorrow night? No problem. Got some? Well, cancel them. Instead, tune in for the 7:30 tip-off and all the live local action right here on WYLN TV. Coming up on St. John's News Choice, we bring back Penndot and Community in You. Plus, who's leading the way again this week? Stay with us and find out.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialist, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
WYLN, first in live local sports. The winter sports season is here. Catch these games live on WYLN this week.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN. I'm Julia Wiegand, and today we are once again with Jessica from Penndot. First of all, how are you doing, Jessica?
Very well. How are you?
Not too bad.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, anytime. So today, Jessica's here to talk about the 5th Annual Innovations Challenge. Now, what does this challenge mean to Penndot, and who is part of this challenge?
It's a statewide competition that includes students in grades 9 through 12. Groups of 2 or more, they are participating in order to, for Penndot possibly, to get students involved with STEM, engineering in particular for Penndot. This year's competition is actually based on a comprehensive and cost-effective public outreach. We're looking for ways to engage with the motoring public, maybe some ideas that we haven't thought of, that children in grades 9 through 12 come up with better ideas.
Now, how does a student grades 9 through 12, how do they sign up? How do they get involved? What's the process?
So what they can do, the easiest way to do it is to Google Penndot Innovations Challenge. There is an application. They can fill out the application, and then they'll have to come up with a 15-minute presentation, and it can include a PowerPoint presentation, diagrams, videos, models, anything to be able to get their point across as clear as possible. Obviously, we'd like it to be engaging. It is for public engagement. So we're looking for entries to be submitted by January 21st. So we've extended the deadline by a month. We're looking for people to make entries. So, if you're a high school student or a teacher, we definitely encourage you to apply.
Now, this is the 5th annual, correct? So how does it compare to years past? What has Penndot seen over the past 5?
So last year, for example, the competition was based on revenue and how we can generate new additional revenues, not by driver's registrations or tolling or gas tax. We were looking for new ideas. And then this year, we're looking to engage in the public in a new, innovative way.
Now, how many students typically have signed up in the past? Like how is the...
So in our district, in District 4, we had, last year we had 2 entries. In years past, we'd have 5 or 6. So this year we currently don't have any. So we're really looking for schools to participate.
Well, it's a good thing then the deadline was extended to January 21st. Now, what is the big reason behind Penndot reaching out to grades 9 through 12? I know the youth usually does have a lot of great ideas because they haven't had to sit and come up with these ideas day to day. So what's a big message that Penndot wants to say to those people interested in?
Right, we're looking for people interested in STEM. So, students that are looking at engineering, maybe, get in and see what Penndot's all about, learn a little bit about the programs that we have, and then give us your ideas. We're looking for innovative, new ideas. Kids are obviously our future. There's always new and developing technology and ideas on how to get the information out to them. So that's what we're really looking for.
Now, once the students submit their ideas, what is the following process? Like, is there like a judging system? How does it work?
There is a judging system. So here in District 4, what happens is we will be judging. We'll have a panel of judges in our district that involves Lackawanna, Luzerne, Pike, Susquehanna, Wayne, and Wyoming counties. So we will pick our winner, and then we submit it to the state. So we'll pick our winner by the end of January. Then we submit it to the state, and there's a panel there. And what they'll do is have a competition at the state level with all of the schools in the 11 districts. And that panel will choose the winners of the entire state process.
Now, what do the winners get?
The winners, actually, it's a great prize. There's actually cash involved.
Ooh.
So it's not just getting a trophy, which a trophy is very nice, but there is cash involved, and it's about $4,000 that they split amongst the winners. If you're looking for a job, a career in Penndot, or if you're looking for a career in the engineering world, this is a great start. You'll be able to learn a lot about what Penndot does, how we do things, and you'll be able to participate in what we do.
All right, well, thank you so much, Jessica, for coming all the way down here to give us all the details on the competition.
Thank you.
And thank you, everybody watching out there. Remember, the 5th Annual Innovations Challenge, the deadline to submit is on Friday, January 21st. Be sure to get your entries in and visit penndot.gov for any additional information that you might want to find out about the competition. That's it for Community and You. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. With a facility that's now twice the size. Experienced nurses who see you right away. A quick assessment process makes sure you get the care you need. Advanced technology on site. Safe, private treatment rooms, and a peace of mind that only this level of care can bring. When it matters most, trust your partner in emergency care. Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton.
Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
Did you know that WYLN News provides news updates every weekday afternoon
at 1, 3, and 5 here on TV and on social media?
Did you also know you can watch WYLN News on the go by visiting our website or YouTube page?
Now more than ever,
WYLN is your local news leader.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Jura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Mayor George Brown's leading the way again to kick off this week's series.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leading the Way, where we explore the backstories of those paving NEPA towards a better future. This week, we are joined by Wilkes-Barre Mayor George Brown. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it.
Thank you. So, we'll start where we always start, the beginning. Tell us about early childhood, growing up, and how that shaped you into the person you are today.
The beginning. Born and raised in the city of Wilkes-Barre. Parents were hardworking, and they both held jobs to support the family. I have 3 siblings, and went to Myers High School, met my wife in high school, and we were 16 years old, and we started dating, and we've been together ever since. But when I was being raised in Wilkes-Barre by my parents, they instilled a lot of the values that I have today. And especially my father, who was 17, 18 years old, graduated from high school and joined the Marine Corps. Rather than getting a scholarship to college, which he was given, he said, no, I'm going to join the Marine Corps. Fought in the South Pacific. And as I was growing throughout my life, he instilled a lot of the values that he learned in life, either in the Marine Corps or working in factories, and really the hard-working features of being someone that raises a family without any money. I went to Myers High School, as I said, graduated from King's College with a bachelor's degree in human resources, and I earned a master's degree from Misericordia University. My wife and I, we have 3 children, and we have grandchildren, Sydney, Mackenzie, Carson, and Cole. So we have 4 grandchildren. And I started out in politics working as a city councilman for the city of Wilkes-Barre. And in the city of Wilkes-Barre, it's broken down into 5 districts, and I was councilman District A, which is South Wilkes-Barre. And I really took it seriously because when people came to you and they said, Councilman Brown, I have a problem, and you get that taken care of, you feel great. You feel wonderful. So you've done something for the people that put you in office. I retired after 38 years working in businesses. I worked for several large companies, national, international companies. Retired about 8 years ago. But after I retired, I was on several boards of directors. I was a trustee at the local college. I even taught part-time. But I saw the way the city was going, and I said, I want to run for mayor. And we were very lucky when we ran for mayor. And this is my 2nd year being the mayor of Wilkes-Barre.
And we'll be getting to that in the next episode, folks. So check back tomorrow night as Mayor Brown continues leading the way into part 2 of this week's segment. Good night.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.